Gaius Caesar Augustus Germanicus Caligula remains infamous for tyranny and madness. His reign, though brief, left a legacy of fear and spectacle. When he took power, Rome hoped for renewal, but optimism quickly turned to dread. Caligula clashed with the Senate, seeing them as obstacles to his absolute rule. He humiliated senators, mocking their traditions and stripping away their dignity. These acts weren't random. They were calculated to show who truly held power. The ultimate insult. The story of his horse, Incitatus. Caligula's rumored plan to make his horse consul became a symbol of his contempt for Rome's elite. To understand this, we must look deeper into Roman politics and satire. Roman politics was all about hierarchy. Senators and consuls were worlds apart. Senators advised and debated. Consuls held real executive power, commanding armies and presiding over the state. Making a horse a senator would mock the Senate, but making him consul was a direct attack on Rome's highest office. Caligula's threat wasn't just to individuals, but to the very idea of Roman government. By suggesting Incitatus could be consul, he declared Rome's traditions meaningless under his rule. It was political theater, an emperor flaunting his power to grant the ultimate prize to anyone or anything. The story's shock value lies in this. Caligula could reduce Rome's proudest office to a joke. The Senate's authority was exposed as an illusion. The tale endures because it perfectly captures the tension between autocracy and tradition. It's more than an insult. It's a statement about power itself. Incitatus, Caligula's favorite horse, lived in luxury, rivaling Rome's elite. Marble stables, ivory mangers, jeweled collars, and purple blankets, symbols of status given to a horse. This extravagance was a deliberate mockery of the aristocracy's obsession with privilege. Ancient sources claim Incitatus had a house, servants, and even hosted guests. Caligula's lavish treatment of his horse was a spectacle. A message status is arbitrary, and he alone decides who receives it. On race days, soldiers enforce silence so Incitatus could rest undisturbed. His comfort prioritized over citizens' lives. Every detail was a demonstration of imperial whim over tradition. The stage was set for the most outrageous rumor, making Incitatus consul. This was the ultimate display of autocratic power. The story comes from Suetonius and Cassius Dio, both writing decades after Caligula's death. Suetonius reports it as a rumor. It is also said Caligula planned to make Incitatus consul. Dio claims Caligula would have done it if not assassinated, using the tale to illustrate imperial madness. Notably, Seneca, Caligula's contemporary, never mentions the story. This absence suggests the tale grew after Caligula's death, shaped by hostile historians. The sources were not neutral. They had political agendas and loved scandalous anecdotes. For them, the horse consul story was the perfect symbol of Caligula's contempt for tradition. It became a vivid, memorable way to condemn his rule. The truth is murky, but the legend was too powerful to ignore. Was Caligula serious about making his horse consul? Almost certainly not. No evidence suggests he took formal steps. It was likely a cruel joke or a calculated threat. Caligula's dark humor was infamous. This was a way to unsettle and humiliate the Senate. By floating the idea, he showed their honors meant nothing under his rule. The joke forced senators to reveal their loyalties, laugh, protest, or stay silent at their peril. It was a test of obedience and a display of absolute authority. The story likely began as a sarcastic remark, then grew in the retelling. Ancient historians used it to paint Caligula as a tyrant. The tale is a blend of satire, threat, and propaganda. It endures because it exposes the fragile line between power and absurdity. Over time, the story shifted. Incitatus became a senator in popular retellings. The image of a horse among senators is more vivid and comical than as consul. The legend endures because it's a perfect parable of power gone mad. It's a cautionary tale, a political meme, and a symbol of institutional fragility. Caligula's madness, real or exaggerated, is forever linked to his horse. The story survives because it's simple, shocking, and universally understood. In reality, there's no evidence Incitatus held office. Just a rumor, weaponized by Caligula's enemies. The legend tells us more about Roman anxieties, and our own, than about Caligula himself. It's a reminder, when power is unchecked, even the absurd can become reality. This is History Replay. This day,